Alright, hello, I hope you're all doing well. In the previous lesson, we studied about the difference between the animal cell and the plant cell. That was what we were supposed to study. Now, if we take a look at the syllabus content very closely, you're supposed to know about the organelles as well, okay? So, the organelles are basically the structures that are present within the cell, and you're supposed to know about their features as well. So, we'll be taking a close look at that today. Alright. Now this is the lecture that we had in the previous lesson. So let's just okay. This is what we studied in the previous lecture, where we discussed the difference between animal and plant cell. We studied about specific features about a cell as well. Now we'll be continuing our lecture forward. Okay, so before we begin, I'll just quickly tell you that what exactly do I teach, okay? So I'll be teaching about different organelles in the plant and animal cell. And before we continue our lecture, let's quickly discuss what exactly is a cell. So a cell is basically a simple unit of life, and all of the cells together in your body make up an organism, okay? So to break it down, cells will join together to form tissues. Tissues will join together to make organs, and then different organs will make up organ systems, and then various organ systems together will join in and work together in harmony to make a complete organism. ठीक है, तो सेल क्या होता है? सेल होता है बेसिक यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ. सेल से ही पूरी बॉडी बनती है. सेल्स जो होते हैं कंबाइन होकर टिश्यू बनते हैं, टिश्यू कंबाइन होकर ऑर्गन बनते हैं, ऑर्गन्स कंबाइन होकर ऑर्गन सिस्टम बनाते हैं, और ऑर्गन सिस्टम जो है वो organism बनाते हैं. Now we'll be taking a look at the organelles in detail. Okay, so the first organelle that we have is cytoplasm. So cytoplasm is basically the base where cytoplasm is the base where all of the molecules are suspended. Alright. It's a jelly-like substance that fills the cell, and all of the organelles are present in it. Now moving on to the nucleus. Let's take a look at how the nucleus looks like. We'll be discussing in this particular lecture, we'll be discussing the nucleus, the mitochondria, and the chloroplast. Okay, so if I draw an enlarged form of a nucleus, you've got a nuclear envelope outside. Okay, so let's say that this is circular. Alright, so this outside is the nuclear envelope. You can clearly observe that it's double membrane bound. Let me use another color just for the aesthetics of it. So this is a nuclear envelope. Okay, and as we can see, it's a double membrane bound. You're supposed to know this as well. This is a very commonly asked question in your exams, that which are the organelles that are double membrane bound. So you're supposed to remember that chloroplast, nucleus, and mitochondria are double membrane bound organelles. So this one has a double membrane. I'll put that in over here. Okay, now what else is there within the nucleus? Now within the nucleus we obviously have got chromosomes. तो chromosomes हैं, ठीक है, and एक particular जगह पे there is a cluster of chromosomes that is known as the nucleolus. तो न्यूक्लियोलस कुछ नहीं होता, बस एक क्लस्टर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स होता है और इसका एक स्पेसिफिक फंक्शन होता है. सो दिस ओवर हियर इज़ द न्यूक्लियोलस. ओके, एंड दीज स्ट्रैंड्स आर नोन एज chromosomes. These gaps in between the nuclear envelope are referred to as nuclear pores. और इससे क्या होता है, सब्सटेंसेस जो हैं वो मूव करते हैं बिटवीन द न्यूक्लियस एंड द साइटोप्लाज्म. तो अगर किसी सब्सटेंस को साइटोप्लाज्म से न्यूक्लियस में एंटर करना है, इस न्यूक्लियर पोर के थ्रू एंटर कर सकते हैं, और अगर कोई सब्सटेंस न्यूक्लियस में है तो फिर वो एग्जिट कर सकते हैं इनटू द साइटोप्लाज्म. अच्छा, व्हाट आर दीज आर क्रोमोसोम्स. व्हाट आर क्रोमोसोम्स मेड अप ऑफ? Naturally, chromosomes are made up of a substance that's known as DNA. Obviously, we'll study all of this in detail when we'll be studying cell division. So this is nucleus, and all of the substance that's at the background of the nucleus, the remaining part behind, is referred to as nucleoplasm. Okay. Now what exactly is the function of the nucleus? The function of the nucleus is that it controls all the activities taking place within the cell. Okay, so it's a double membrane bound structure. It has got nuclear poles. It contains chromosomes that are made up of DNA. It controls the cell's activities. So it's basically the control center of the cell. सारी जो चीज़ें हमारी बॉडी में हो रही हमारे सेल में हो रही होती है, साइटोप्लाज्म के जितने प्रोसेसेस होते हैं, सारे ऑर्गेनल्स के जितने प्रोसेसेस होते हैं, वो न्यूक्लियस कंट्रोल कर रहा होता है. तो इसका फंक्शन क्या है? दैट इट कंट्रोल्स सेल्यूलर एक्टिविटीज़. And obviously we'll see that in detail that how it does do that, but for now we're just focusing on the basic functions of organelles. So it controls cellular activities. Besides that, it controls genetic material. It has genetic material, so contains genetic material such as DNA, and it's involved in cell division. तो ये 3 functions हैं न्यूक्लियस के. It controls cellular activities, it contains genetic material, and it is responsible for cell division. Alright, okay, now let's take a look at, very quickly let's take a look at the function of mitochondria. So let me quickly draw a shape of the mitochondria. Now mitochondria का shape कैसा है? Mitochondria is also a double membrane bound structure. Okay, we're working on the mitochondria. Now mitochondria is also a double membrane bound structure. Oval shape का होता है. It's double membrane bound. Inner folds जो हैं उन्हें कहते हैं क्रिस्टा. तो ये जो folds अंदर है ना, इन्हें कहते हैं हम क्रिस्टा या क्रिस्टे, whatever you want to pronounce it as. So these inner folds are known as cristae. इनकी अपनी significance है. They have a lot of proteins present on it which are responsible for various activities. Alright, this is the outer membrane of the mitochondria. Outer membrane of the mitochondria, and everything that's present inside is known as the mitochondrial matrix. So this is the mitochondrial matrix. Now what is the function of the mitochondria? Obviously we all know that it's the powerhouse of the cell, but what exactly does that mean? So it's simply the site of aerobic respiration. You can write that down. It's a site of aerobic respiration. Okay, besides that, it releases energy in the form of ATP. So releases energy in the form of ATP. Now for O-level students, how is ATP made? What are the steps of aerobic respiration are not like the detailed steps. Okay, जो basic वाला step होता है that glucose is going to break down in the presence of oxygen to release carbon dioxide, water and energy. Obviously O-level students are also supposed to know that, but it's the A-level students who are supposed to know exactly what are the electron cycle that takes place and the details of aerobic respiration. So releases energy in the form of ATP, and जो cells high demand में होते हैं या जिनको ज़्यादा energy की ज़रूरत होती है, उनमें माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया की प्रेजेंस ज़्यादा होती है. तो ऐसा कौन सा ऑर्गन है जिसको बहुत ज़्यादा एनर्जी प्रोडक्शन की ज़रूरत होती है? मसल. दैट्स व्हाई मसल के जो सेल्स होते हैं, मसल, लेट मी राइट इट डाउन, लाइक मसल सेल्स हैव abundant amounts of mitochondria naturally. तो बेसिकली जिस सेल को एनर्जी की ज़्यादा ज़रूरत होगी उसके अंदर माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया ज़्यादा होंगे. So these are the two functions of mitochondria. It's a site of aerobic respiration and it releases energy in the form of ATP. And ये basic structure है mitochondria का. Okay, now let's take a look at the structure of chloroplast. So we're doing chloroplast now. Remember that chloroplast is a structure, is a organelle that's only found within in plant cells. And सारे plant cells में नहीं होता, कुछ plant cells में होता है जो green color के होते हैं, सिर्फ वहाँ पर होते हैं. अब क्लोरोप्लास्ट का स्ट्रक्चर भी डबल मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड होता है. इनमें होते हैं थाइलेकॉइड्स ओके, ये स्टैक्स होते हैं और ग्रैनम होता है। इन सब की डिटेल ज़रूरी नहीं है, लेकिन हमें क्या पता होना चाहिए कि इसके ऊपर एक पिगमेंट लगा होता है जिसे हम क्लोरोफिल कहते हैं। ठीक है, मैं मेंशन कर देती हूँ कि व्हाट आर दीज आर स्टैक्स। तो इन्हें thylakoids, oh it's with a Y, so these over here are thylakoids. Okay, these thylakoids contain chlorophyll. Now what exactly is chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is a green pigment that has the ability to trap sunlight to carry out photosynthesis. So what is the function of chloroplast? If you're asked about this, आप simply mention करेंगे that it contains chlorophyll, contains a green pigment called chlorophyll. ठीक है, that is responsible for photosynthesis. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, फिर हम कर लेते हैं सेल मेम्ब्रेन का भी फंक्शन, दैट्स ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टेंट। तो सेल मेम्ब्रेन आउटर मोस्ट लेयर होती है, ठीक है, इन एन एनिमल सेल एंड प्लांट सेल में जो सेकेंड आउटर मोस्ट लेयर होती है उसे हम सेल मेम्ब्रेन कहते हैं। सेल मेम्ब्रेन जो होती है इट्स मेड अप ऑफ फॉस्फोलिपिड बायलेयर। अगेन oops, I'm sorry about that. Biology students, O-level students are not supposed to know the details of what a cell membrane is made up of. वो A-levels है and उसकी वीडियो ऑलरेडी मेरे चैनल पे है, so if you want to see that you can see that as well. Okay, it's a partially permeable membrane. What exactly does partially permeable mean? Partially permeable basically means कि कुछ substances को पास होने देती है, कुछ substances को पास होने नहीं देती है। इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि सिर्फ छोटे substances को पास होने देती है, बड़े substances को रोक लेती है। No, that is not how it works. It is not a sieve. Okay, ये कंट्रोल करती है कि आपकी बॉडी में सेल को किस किस चीज़ की ज़रूरत है, सिर्फ उन चीज़ों को जाने देती है अंदर बाहर, बाकी चीज़ों को रोक देती है ताकि आपके सेल का जो ओवरऑल इन्वायरमेंट है वो डिस्टर्ब ना हो। सो इट्स पार्शली परमिएबल, विच मीन्स दैट इट अलाउज सम सब्सटेंसेस टू पास थ्रू। ठीक है, and because of this feature it maintains the internal environment of the cell. So maintains the internal environment of cell. Now another reason why cell membrane is really important, and बहुत सारे students अपने आंसर में ये मेंशन नहीं करते हैं, that cell to cell signaling में इसका बहुत important role है। तो cell to cell signaling में सेल मेम्ब्रेन का बहुत बड़ा रोल है, या फिर हम लिख सकते हैं सेल कम्युनिकेशन में इट प्लेज़ अ मेजर रोल। ओके, तो सेल सिग्नलिंग में एक सेल दूसरे सेल को कैसे रिकग्नाइज़ करता है कि हाँ भाई ये दोनों जो हैं दे बिलोंग टू द सेम ऑर्गेनिज्म। दे आइडेंटिफाई ईच अदर बेस्ड ऑन द प्रोटीन्स प्रेजेंट ऑन द सेल मेम्ब्रेन। ओके, तो सेल मेम्ब्रेन जो है it's a partially permeable membrane that allows some substances to pass through and filters out other substances. उसके अलावा as a result it maintains the internal environment of the cell and it helps in cell to cell signaling. Okay, now that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll be discussing even more. We'll be discussing other organelles in detail as well and we'll try to cover it up. Alright, we'll try कि जल्दी से जल्दी हमारा ये जो syllabus है biology का वो complete हो जाए before your CIs hopefully. ठीक है, और in case you have any questions please mention them down. I'll be more than happy to answer them. In case you're interested in one-to-one lessons, you can always request those as well. Alright, if you like the video please try to subscribe the channel so that you do not miss out on any more videos. Alright, take care, have a good day, bye.